Hello children, so let's begin our today's English class. In the last class actually I had started with new lesson chapter number 5 and gave you an introduction too. So in this class I thought I'll give a break to that and just revise the letter writing part. Okay, so you have letter writing section in your examination and there's a slight change in that. There's no change in the syllabus as per the letter writing. Okay, so same syllabus, that is what and all we studied, I'll tell you. Okay, so anyhow, no change in the syllabus for letter writing, but there is a change in the weightage of marks. Okay, so there's only 5 marks for letter writing. Yes, so same thing. So what and all you studied in the month of March when you were in class, we'll continue with that. Okay, so formal letter writing, we'll just do a revision. So we have written many letters in a separate book, no? So you have to enter whatever I teach today, you have to enter in that. Okay, yes, I hope you have, or you have through it March month itself. Search it and keep it. Okay, so you have to write in that. So formal letter writing revision. So that is letter of complaint, we have letter of inquiry, letter of placing order, then letter to the editor. So the same thing we have already written in your book. I think some two letters we have written each. And also you have article writing. Okay, so this is for 5 marks and you are supposed to write 100 to 150 words for 5 marks. Okay, so we'll just revise this. So here is a question for you. You have recently purchased an item from a retail store. When you returned home, you found that it did not work. You called the customer care about this problem but did not get any satisfactory response. So what you have to do, write a letter to the retail manager and in your letter say who you are, explain your situation, say what action you want from the retail store. Okay, so this is the question here. So we'll get the format also. While writing, we'll discuss about the format also, and then what you have to write in the letter also. I'll tell you. Okay, so it is actually by the question we can come to know it is a letter of complaint, because you purchased and when you returned home, so you found that it is not working. So what do? Any item, so it can be any electronic item, whatever it is, so whatever you wish. So it is not working means it can be electric device only. Okay, so you called customer care but nobody is responding properly, and you now what kind of letter you'll write? Actually you'll write letter of complaint. Okay, so in your letter what and all things you have to add? You have to say who you are, explain your situation, and say what action should be taken from the retail store. So this is what your letter will contain. So it is clearly letter of complaint, you can say. Okay, so in your letter, it is formal letter, you know, you're writing some business or official letter. Okay, so you have to keep your language limited to that. Yes, so you have to know what language you're using, how you're using, what words you have to use specifically. So you have to be very clear in that, because it is formal letter. You're not just writing a letter to your friend or family. Yes, so you have to be aware of the words you are using, expressions you are using in formal language. Yes, so here you have to remember 3 bullets. The 3 bullets means the 3 most important points, so that it makes easier for you to write the letter. So what are those? Firstly you have to introduce yourself. Okay, so introduce yourself means say who you are. So that means you have to give details about yourself. That is the first thing you have to remember, introduce yourself. So what is the next thing that you have to do? You have to explain your situation according to the question. What is the question given? So what you are facing, you have to imagine that and you have to explain your situation. That means your problem to be shared, describe that related to the question. Okay, so not something outside or other than the question. You should not write anything there. You have to discuss or describe whatever the question is given in relation with the question. So that is the second point you have to remember. That means explain your situation as per the question given. As per the question, share your problem. So what is the third thing that you have to remember? Request, demand. now you are actually writing a letter of complaint, no, then definitely you will be keeping forward some demands, since you are the customer from that. Okay, so you have bought something and you're a customer. That means you have, if there is complaint, you have the rights to place some demand for that. Okay, so say what action you want from the retail store. Yes, so you want to say you are expecting something from them. Yes, so that is what the your request you are making, that is you are making a command or requesting a demand, what action should be taken from the retail, as you are a customer and you have a complaint of the item that you have bought.